How are we all doing? Today's been a rough day for a bunch of reasons, but haven't messed up at all. Still 100% strict on plan for the whole 30. But I know that it's tough to talk about myself. It's tough to talk about struggles with eating and stuff when there's people who are struggling with finding a place to live and figuring out how they're going to cover all the cost of fixing up their houses so they're livable again because insurance won't cover it. And there's a lot of people who are hurting, and I realize that, and so I feel a little foolish talking about how much of a struggle it is to eat healthily, but I've got to get healthy too at the same time. When I tell people how much I weigh, they are often shocked because it doesn't look like I weigh that much, and I ask people to guess my weight, and people are always a good 30, 40 pounds off, and it's because the reason for that is because a lot of the fat is around my internal organs. It's called visceral fat, and that is the worst kind of fat you can have. It puts you at high risk for cancer and all kinds of heart disease and all kinds of stuff that's really, really bad for you. So I've got to get a hold of this. I feel a little bit emotional about it today because it's going to be a long road to kind of fix the cravings, to fix what my body wants to go to for comfort and all that kind of stuff. Not having that there reveals a lot of ugliness, I guess you could say, that's coming out from inside, realizing just how much I was depending on something earthly and something created for true satisfaction, for true contentment. And when it's not there and when it's taken away, it kind of leaves you feeling bare and exposed a little bit. And so really trying to figure out how to lean into Jesus, to invest deeper in that relationship, and what it means to, even when you're in the moment and you don't necessarily feel like it, to go and to say, Jesus, I need your help. I need your grace to be sufficient in this moment. I need you to be enough for me. And that sounds so ridiculous saying that, because of course he's enough. Of course Jesus is enough. We know that, but allowing him to be enough and knowing that he's enough is, I think, are two different things. And so I need to do that and spend my energy there. But today's been a tough day. Been a little bit cranky, a little bit stressed out, overwhelmed a little bit, realizing that it is difficult. And it's the way they describe it in the book is that it's both impossible and easy. And I totally agree with that. There's been moments where I'm like, this is so easy. Today it's like, this is hard. I'm having intense hunger cravings at night, right about the time I'm supposed to go to bed. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with that, whether they're cravings or whether they're actual hunger. And so just trying to figure out the balance at dinner time. I need to add more protein. I need to make sure that I'm getting my fat servings, whether that's through avocado or olive oil or coconut oil or whatever it is, that I'm getting enough fat, and that I'm getting my vegetables. And getting the right balance, because over time, but it could take up to 2 weeks, that's when your hunger cravings start to go away and you start to feel satisfaction in the 3 meals you eat a day. You don't get cravings during. You get cravings at the time when you need to eat again, because it's actual hunger that you're listening to and not just cravings for super stimulating food that we normally eat. And so yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. I encourage those of you who are in some sort of battle with weight, with health, to stick to whatever you're doing, to keep the bigger goal in mind, to fight for that greater desire. Don't fight desire with denial, but replace it with a greater desire. Hi, how do you like me this close? Is this really lovely? Do you love it? Why am I saying lovely? Anyways, here I am. I'm doing a lot better than I was earlier, as you can tell. Had a great dinner. I made some homemade guacamole with some cilantro and with some tomatoes, with some salt, with some hot sauce, and then I mixed in a full can of tuna and ate it like that. And then I had a salad that had some pickled jalapenos, some cucumbers, some mushrooms, some spinach, some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil. It's good. Anyways, doing a little bit better now. Gonna get to bed early tonight, but I wanted to say, just to close off this video, this blog entry, that I'm not going to weigh myself in until the end of the 30 days, because that's something I determined in my head ahead of time to do, because weight loss is not a primary goal for me. It's a secondary goal. I think I started out just wanting to lose weight, but I really want to be healthy, and I think that I have an unhealthy obsession with how much weight I'm losing, and that can dictate whether or not I want to continue or whether I get discouraged and give in and all that kind of stuff. And as we know, cheating is not an option. So I'm not going to weigh myself in until the end of the 30 days. I think it's better that way. I would encourage anyone else who's losing weight to not look at the scale very often because for those reasons that I just said. And then I was reading and it starts with food, and I came towards near the end, and guess what? They said the same thing. So I think it's a good way to go. It's just confirmation. I think I'm on the right track. That's my plan. I'm going to stick to it. Also, I also want to encourage you to check out my other videos if you haven't already. Not because I think there's something valuable missing from your life, because there isn't. But if you want to catch up on what's been going on with me, and for those of you especially who are joining me in this, who are going to take part in the 30-day challenge, and there are a few of you so far, along with my wife, Kristen. So for those of you, just to kind of let you know where I've come to this point, but I want to encourage you to keep on going, to stay with it, and you can see all of it at imdoingwhat.wordpress.com or search for it on YouTube, probably by typing I'm a fat pastor. I don't know. Might work. So anyways, see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.